Hello and welcome to my new regular series on chart analysis, and it can be chart analysis on absolutely anything that I think will interest you guys. It's not investment advice, it's just me doing some technical analysis that may aid and assist your trading. Now, this content can also be driven by you in future. If you've got ideas and suggestions, put them in the comments below and I'll be happy to have a look at those. And in today's video we are looking at NIO, the Chinese car manufacturer, trying to take on Tesla. We're not looking at the fundamentals, just the charts. We're going to pull off some data, do some analysis, and hopefully you can take something from that. Hello, I'm Stephen Ho, trader and founder of The Stock Hunter. So before we can carry on, a risk warning for you to pay close attention to. The content in this video is not investment advice, so please seek the advice, help of financial professionals or financial advisors before investing and trading. And trading and investing involves a high degree of risk and your money is at risk, so be very careful. So with that out the way, let's get on with the analysis. We're going to start initial analysis on NIO with a simple line chart. I use this just to give me an idea, an easy, quick visual idea of what's going on with whatever I'm looking at. Now, if we look at the chart, it's a weekly chart, and on the screen it's got back to 2019, but the price really starts to pick up at the beginning of 2020. We see that huge run up to 60. And it pulled off, and then it tried to get back up, stalling around the 50 area. Now I've overlaid Fibonacci on top of this just to give me an idea of some levels, because that's useful for support and resistance, targets, our risk management. And what we can see here is that the pullback in 2021 sort of stopped around the 32.30 area, so that's a significant zone to look at. And then to the upside, as it tried to pull back that loss over the year, it stalled around the 50 area, and if you go back to October, November time of 2020, similar sort of thing played out before it then once took off up to those highs around 60. And at that 60 point we got that sort of triple top, sort of loose head and shoulders type pattern there where it stalled before pulling off. So that simple look at the line chart then starts to give me some numbers in my head. We've got 60 at the highs, we've got a 50 rejection zone at the moment, and 30 at support. So it's quite a wide range. So now let's dig in a bit deeper to some more specific chart types to do some more analysis. So looking at a basic Heikin Ashi chart here, again using Heikin Ashi to smooth out the data and let us see those trends a bit more easily. If we're to look at the charts now, we've got something called a Darvas box system on there at the moment. That's the pink lines, and that's currently inside the box, so nothing bullish there immediately in the short term. We did have a recent buy signal, but that's pulled straight back. Now the moving average there, that black line, is a 200 moving average. The price likes to bounce from there if it pulled out. It did, in May, June, just dip under, but it's now pulled back up. Volume isn't as high as what it was back towards the end of 21, and it's pretty flat at the moment. In terms of indicators, we've got an RSI with a moving average on there, which is the red and the black line towards the bottom, and a regression tool, which are giving us sort of slight bullishness feel to what's going on. So generally, from the standard Heikin Ashi chart, not looking like it's not the time to go short if you could do that, and whether you want to buy it or not right at this precise time, that's totally up to you. But it's sort of mixed signals. It's looking a bit like it's a consolidatory sideways slightly bullish move, and other than that, it's got the potential for upsides to the highs in those mid 60s to 70s from this chart observation. But basically from what we can see on the charts, call it neutral, weak, bullish. Now the Renko charts are my favourite, and I love using them for trading in all sorts of markets and situations, and stocks are one of those situations. And if we look more closely, we've got NIO here on a 3-hour Renko traditional 1-point block setup. I've got a tweaked DMI, I've got a regression tool at the bottom there to help me with trend direction, and we've got the Bollinger Bands, 2 of them. We've got a donkey and breakout setup going on there too, and a moving average that tells me when the trend is changing. Now if we look at the numbers more specifically, and currently we're in the pullback, and why I like using Renko is it just makes it clearer to me. So currently we can see the price coming back to the 44 area, that 38.2% Fibonacci line, and that seems to be quite a key if we then draw back through time to see what happened around that point. Seems to be a bit of a resistance zone, so something key to watch there. So if you're bullish, maybe stop under there for the price to retrace back upwards. And our indicators are telling us it's mixed at the moment. The trend's up, and the short-term action a bit bearish, so maybe not the best time to be buying into. Up to you. And just looking at the chart analysis here, so if it was to be more bullish, we could expect those short-term highs around the 52 area to be tested, and then back up to the 64 sort of zone in terms of price. If it's to break down further, then we got 40 and 32 as the downside numbers in the shorter term. And what about the long term price potential? Again, using the Fibonacci retracement as a tool, if we just drag the chart down a bit, we've got 73, 77, 84 as sort of intermediate upside targets. So that's Renko. Really like that tool as a chart to give us a really clear, easy picture of what is going on. So let's summarize things for NIO. On the Heikin-Ashi chart, overall signal weak bullish, volume volatility is growing, the moving averages. The box range neutral, signals weak bullish, trend is still above that 200 moving average, so we'll class that as bullish. On the Renko charts, overall signal again weak bullish, trend in the short term is bearish. We've got a bit of a pullback there. Signals neutral, and we've got some stop levels coming up if you're bullish or bearish. 39 and 58 for the more conservative approach if you're bullish or bearish, and 44 and 52 if you're more aggressive. And with our Fibonacci analysis giving us some upside targets as well, and with an entry probably where the signals turn more bullish again around the 49 area, we've got upsides of 52, 57, 64, and for the target 2 and target 3, that's T2 and T3, we're looking at 1.6 to 1, 3 to 1 risk reward type trade. So overall opinion weak bullish. Now remember, that is an opinion, that's my analysis. You please do your own analysis or seek the help of a financial advisor before committing any of your own funds to trading this stock. So I hope you've enjoyed the analysis on NIO, the Chinese EV car maker. Hope you found it useful and you can factor in some of that analysis into your trading and investing. So don't forget, if you want me to look at any other stocks or any particular market, put it in the comments below and let me know, and I'll see what I can do. And if you're interested in the technical analysis I use, I do a whole host of e-learning courses around all of these type of things like Renko, Heikin-Ashi, and a lot more. And again, I'll put that in the description below with links for you to check out. So all that's left for me to say is thanks for watching, good luck with the trading, and I'll see you in the next video.